All right, I am back from FPPad Tech Tour. Have you guys been here the whole time? On today's broadcast, LPL Financial reveals its robo intentions, Wealthbox raises the CRM stakes with an integration with Slack, and Smarsh steps up its archiving of your Microsoft Office 365 content. So get ready, FPPad Bits and Bytes begins now. Hey everyone, I'm Bill Winterberg, and thank you for joining me for this week's Tech Tour-induced coma Advisor Technology News broadcast. Today's episode is brought to you by External IT, a leading provider of cloud solutions to the wealth management industry. With the recent integration of Microsoft Office 365, you can enhance the familiar tools of Word, Outlook, and Excel with an extensive range of apps including VoIP communication, online meetings, collaboration, business intelligence, and more. See how External IT brings all this together in a free webinar on August 18th, so be sure to register today at fppad.com/externalit. Today's top story comes from LPL Financial, as the nation's largest broker-dealer, thank you disclosure, held its annual LPL Focus Conference in Boston last week. On the technology side, LPL announced it will soon introduce its own automated investment service, robo-advisor, consisting of low-cost ETF portfolios powered by LPL's research. No details on pricing or even a name for the solution were provided, but LPL President Dan Arnold did say that a pilot program with about 20 advisors will begin in the next few months. LPL also announced the launch of its vendor affinity program, calling it a, quote, centralized repository, unquote, of vendors that offer discounted pricing to LPL advisors for their products and services. LPL is launching the Vendor Affinity Program with over 50 vendors from the get-go, with discounts ranging anywhere from 10% to 80% off retail pricing. Now, if you're not affiliated with LPL Financial, don't get too discouraged. Vendors don't get to be included in the Affinity Program simply by offering a discount. Vendors must also meet certain security and compliance requirements imposed by LPL, so this is the takeaway for you. If you're not really sure if a technology vendor will meet the standards for your own business, you can be more confident in those vendors who have passed muster with LPL by meeting some pretty high standards. As far as who is in the Affinity Program, I couldn't reach anyone at LPL in time before filming this episode to get that list, but some detective work on Google should yield a list of usual suspects who've issued press releases regarding their inclusion into the program. I have a link to that Google search that will get you started in this week's show notes, so head over to fppad.com/169 for the links to this week's top stories. Next up is news from CRM provider Wealthbox, as the company announced a new integration with Slack, a wildly popular online collaboration tool. What is Slack, you ask? I'd rather not make a comparison to email, but Slack is like email on steroids. But instead of collaborating via back and forth email threads, Slack lets you use real-time chat, aka messaging, to work with your team using channels centered around certain topics, connect privately with colleagues using direct messages, or set up private groups with just a few team members to work on those top secret projects. With the new Slack integration, Wealthbox users can select from 22 different notification types to automatically push into Slack, helping everyone in the firm stay informed on day-to-day activities. And with the Slack feed on your favorite mobile device, you should be able to stay in the loop on all sorts of tasks in your office, no matter where you are. Oh, and one last thing. Since Slack can be used to chat about clients and potentially with clients, you'll need the Slack Plus plan. That's around $15 per month per user that includes compliance exports of all your messages so you can keep your compliance officer happy. And finally, this week's episode wraps up with news from Smarsh, the archiving solution provider, as the company introduced enhanced archiving support for Microsoft Office 365 environments. As more of you move away from local servers to the cloud, you still need to fulfill your compliance and record-keeping obligations required by FINRA and the SEC. By most accounts, Microsoft is moving full steam ahead on cloud services, so it's pretty much inevitable that as long as you want to keep using Word, Excel, Outlook, and more, you'll need to incorporate a compliance solution for the resources you manage in the cloud. In addition to archiving Office 365 email, the Smarsh solution can also capture content on Yammer, as well as Skype for Business, formerly called Link, which is Microsoft's attempt to compete with Slack that I mentioned, about a minute ago. Pricing for the Microsoft Office 365 archiving is going to vary based on your size and needs, so be sure to head over to fppad.com/169 for the link to Smarsh's press release, as well as the other links to this week's top stories. Remember, this broadcast exists because of the support of our sponsors, so be sure to check out External IT to learn about their cloud solutions for your business. Space is limited for their free webinar coming up this August 18th about Microsoft Office 365 integration, so be sure to visit fppad.com/externalit and sign up today. It feels good to be back in the studio after FPPad Tech Tour, but I think a change might be in order to FPPad Bits and Bytes. So I want to know what you like or dislike about the show. Send me a tweet using @BillWinterberg or leave a comment on the FPPad YouTube channel. For FPPad.com, I'm Bill Winterberg. See you next time. It's a little wrinkled. I've been living out of a suitcase for 3 weeks. Wealthbox raises the CRM stakes with an intention with Slack. How about integration? No matter where you are. And one last thing. Since Slack can use to chat. Don't blame me if you didn't get the memo. I was gone for 3 weeks.